How to say goodnight in Spanish. There are numerous ways to say goodnight in Spanish. Here are a few of the most common. Method 1 as a greeting or a farewell. 1. Say buenas noches. This is the standard, most straightforward way of saying goodnight in Spanish. Noches is a feminine noun meaning nights. Buenas is derived from the adjective bueno. In order to agree with the feminine and plural nature of noches, the o is dropped and replaced with as. Unlike other adjectives, when used as part of a greeting or social expression, bueno and its various forms can be placed before the noun it modifies. 2. Note that there is no verb in this expression. As a result, the phrase does not change based on who you say it to. Buenas noches can be used for individuals, groups of people, people you are familiar with, and people you are polite with. 3. Use this expression as both a greeting and a farewell. This expression serves a dual purpose. It can be used in place of the English greeting, good evening, as well as the English farewell, good night, though it's mostly used as the second one. Method 2 wishing someone a good night. 1. Say que pases buenas noches. This roughly translates to have a good night. Que means that, and in this instance, is used to introduce the command that follows. Pases comes from the verb paser, which literally translates into to pass or to spend. A more literal translation of this phrase would be, pass a good night or spend a good night. Buenas noches literally translates into good night. 2. Alter the verb based on who you speak to. The way you conjugate the verb paser in this phrase depends on who you are addressing. Use pases for the to form, the familiar form of the single you. Use pase for the usted form, the polite form of the single you. Use pases for the vosotros form, the familiar form of the multiple you. Use pasen for the usted's form, the polite form of the multiple you. Note that this is subjunctive verb tense. 3. Alternatively, use tenor instead of paser. Tenor literally translates into to have. While it is less common than que pases buenas noches, you could technically say que tengas buenas noches, as well. Use tengas for the to form. Use tenga for the usted form. Use tengais for the vosotros form. Use tengan for the usted's form. Method 3 telling someone to sleep well. 1. State que duermas bien. This is a polite command used to tell someone, sleep well. Que introduces the command. Duermas is derived from dormir, meaning to sleep. Bien is an adjective meaning well. 2. Change the verb conjugation depending on who you say it to, and noticing that dormir is an irregular verb. Use duermas for the to form. Use duerma for the usted form. Use duermais for the vosotros form. Use duermen for the usted's form. Method 4 wishing for good dreams. 1. Wish que tengas dulces sueños. This phrase translates into have sweet dreams. Tengas is a form of tenor, meaning to have. Dulces is the plural for dulce, an adjective meaning sweet, and sueños is a noun meaning dreams. This phrase is usually only used for children and occasionally significant others. Due to the familiar nature of the phrase, the familiar conjugations tengas, singular, tengais, plural, are usually the only conjugations needed. 2. State, que sueños con los angelitos. This phrase translates into dream with the little angels. Sonar means to dream. Con means with. Los angelitos means the little angels. This is another phrase usually used for children only. As such, the familiar conjugations soons, soniais are the only needed. Note that, again, sonar is an irregular verb. Cheat sheet.